is Jacqueline. Jacqueline is a contemporary artist creating vibrant portrait paintings inspired by nature, emotion, and the outdoors. Through expressive layers, organic forms, and rich color palettes, the work celebrates beauty, connection, and the sacredness in all living things. Let's hear from Jacqueline.
I believe the art we live with shapes how we feel every day. It reflects who we are. A house can hold objects, or it can hold meaning, connection, and personality, and that's where my work steps in. My name is Jacqueline Stuerzl, and I'm a contemporary wildlife and botanical painter based in Chilliwack. My business centers around creating original paintings while building long-term relationships with collectors through exhibitions, online marketing, and limited-run print releases. My work is deeply inspired by nature. As a child, I had experiences in nature that felt like magic. Running through the woods at summer camp, seeing a moose on a trail during a field trip, and catching snakes and frogs in the fields behind my home. I create paintings that aim to capture that same feeling of wonder and excitement, while giving collectors artwork that feels alive and meaningful within their homes. Many wildlife paintings lean traditional, while more contemporary pieces can be abstract or illustrative in approach. I create work that exists between these two approaches. Using expressive abstract backgrounds and realistic subjects, my paintings retain the beauty of the subject with the movement and energy of more contemporary expressive pieces. I chose the two prior artists as examples as they're currently exhibiting at retail galleries I am planning on approaching in the next year, allowing you to directly compare my work to the current contemporary art market. Since beginning my professional career in 2022, I've shown in more than 20 juried group exhibitions and received an honorable mention at the 2025 Bloom Show through the Federation of Canadian Artists. More recently, I participated in the Square Foot Show where I sold 3 paintings in 2 days, and I've also begun testing marketing strategies. Local print marketing and targeted Instagram promotion have both successfully increased audience engagement and show attendance. Currently, I sell original paintings through word of mouth and juried group shows, but I'm now expanding into larger art fairs and established exhibitions to reach a wider audience. This includes events like the West Fine Art Show, which generated approximately $40,000 in sales over 3 days last September. One of my key goals over the next year is to secure representation with at least one retail gallery. This would give me year-round visibility and access to established collector bases. I also plan to introduce limited-run print releases tied to each collection. This creates more accessible entry points for collectors while building engagement due to limited availability and helps develop long-term relationships that can lead to original art sales down the line. In addition, I'm being considered for a coaching role through the Milan Art Institute. If selected, this would provide an additional monthly income stream of $1,000 US. My original paintings currently range from $550 to $6,000, depending on the scale, while prints will be offered for $100 to $150. Based on past sales and Instagram analytics, my target market is women 35 to 45 who are looking for artwork that feels personal and meaningful. Within that audience, I see 2 distinct groups, those who feel deeply connected to nature and wildlife, and those who want bold, expressive paintings to give individuality to their homes. My survey results reinforce this clearly. 75% of respondents said that visual style was one of the most important factors when purchasing art, while 53% said trust in the artist is what ultimately made them feel comfortable purchasing. These insights strongly support my focus on storytelling, social media marketing, and fostering long-term collector relationships. My survey research also helped identify the biggest barriers preventing people from purchasing original art, mainly affordability, timing, and confidence in buying online. Those insights directly shape my business strategy. I now offer payment plans through my website, the limited run print releases at lower price points, and I have a stronger focus on in-person exhibitions and gallery representation. I am requesting $3,000 in funding to strengthen the business backbone behind my art practice. These funds would support an email marketing platform to nurture collector relationships and promote future print releases more effectively. Participation in the West Fine Art Show in September. Targeted Instagram advertising. I've consistently seen 200 to 300 followers per $50 spent, making it one of my strongest growth tools. And continued membership with the Society of Professional Artists, which has already directly given me exhibition opportunities and sales, including the show earlier this year where I sold 3 paintings. My long-term goal is to build a thriving, sustainable art business. While I'm still early in my career, I already have growing traction, a defined audience, measurable customer insights, and a focused strategy for growth. The wonder I felt exploring the outdoors as a child still inspires me today, and I want to create paintings that help people bring a little bit more of that feeling into their everyday lives, to help them connect to nature and self-expression through the spaces they live in. Thank you.
I have a question about, I guess, the volume of production that you're able to achieve. So a painting like this, for instance, how many could you produce in a year?
So I actually was in the West Fine Art Show in May. It was my first time showing with them, which is why I'm hopeful I'll get into the September show. And for that, I had to create 9 paintings. I had existing, but I had to create 9 new paintings to fill my booth space. I was given 30 linear feet of wall, and I did those 9 paintings in 2 months while in this program while having a full-time job. While that is not a maintainable pace, it is something I can pull out when I need to. So hopefully in the future, I can move more towards having more time for my art, and then my production will be able to go up from there.
From the art show, did you actually receive any commissions, or are you currently working on any commissions?
I'm not working on any commissions. I sold prints, and a lot of people took business cards, started following me, joined my email newsletter, but it has not resulted in commissions yet. I do have, or at least I used to have, a commissions page on my website. I believe it's still there. I've got a system in place for a contract, deposits, things like that. So it is something I've done in the past. I just don't have any recently.
I have one more question then.
Yeah.
You described your target audience as women, and I'm wondering if you can expand upon why.
Yeah, so I have had customers that are men, but the vast majority of people that seem drawn to my art are women, and I feel like it's tied to the fact that I pour a lot of emotion into my art, and for me, although I don't talk about it a lot, it is part of my spiritual practice. It's a way for me to work through things. It's a way for me to explore parts of myself I don't even know are there, and they kind of reveal themselves as I go, and I feel like that really resonates with a lot of women. But like going back to people who are interested in nature and wildlife, one of my best customers so far is a gentleman who works locally and does riparian area repair and is also a SARS member, and he's an outdoorsy kind of guy. So it does also translate to men, but I just find the vast majority, I think 85% of my Instagram followers are women in the 35 to 45 range, and then just the people I see at shows who respond to my work the most tend to be women. Yeah, you're welcome.
Any other questions down the line? No? Go ahead, Debbie.
Yeah.
I have one final question.
Sure.
What has been one of your challenges to date?
Yeah, so I'm a CPA, I'm an accountant. I have a full-time high complexity position. And my biggest challenge has been learning how to balance that with the time to do my art. And it's been something that I've really worked on, and I feel like I finally kind of nailed down my process this year because I had to get ready for that big show. It's just a matter of protecting my time, protecting my space, and making it a priority, and making sure that I keep telling myself this is something that's really important to me, and setting aside that time. Means I didn't see friends a whole lot for the last 2 months, but it was worth it. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.